I don't know if it's coming through the microphone or not. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna put the green screen on. I gotta wait for the image to pop up. Shoot, I am a little late. Just a little late. Let me put that right there. No, 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 no. It didn't go. Oh my god, no. Gotta fix it. No, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. I can't fix it. No. Hello, welcome in. Fix the image. Why can't I fix it? No. I can't fix the image. Pain. I work on this image. I can't fix it. But yes, welcome in. How are we doing today? Let's get straight into it. Let me look at the topics I said we're gonna talk about. Cause I ain't gonna hold you, I forgot. JG Money, what's up? Can y'all hear me through the microphone right here? Or does it still sound like come out the no, I was supposed to go live today. We may have to cut the stream a little short because how late. Well, something came up. Something had came up. But yes, I'm here. I'm mad that it's not working. I may have to fix it. But yeah, can you hear me through the microphone? Can I fix the picture, please? I just want to like back it up. Back the image up. Why is it so close? Okay, what if I put something else? You know what? I'm just put this. Not my art. I'm putting it right here. Yes. Okay. Cool. But yes. While we're here, let's make the best minor antagonist team. Okay. Y'all like the stream up? Share the stream. Let's get it cracking. We are in here. Let me see. With the orange, is that bright enough to see me? Oh no, it's not. That's not bright enough to see me. This look kind of nasty. I do need to get a light in here. I don't want to use all the light, that big light. But yes, we're gonna make the best minor antagonist team. Let's see what we can do. And we're gonna go. We're basically what we're gonna do for the beginning. We're gonna go from each part, and we're gonna choose the best, like the best, like uh, team that we can do that we can make. Let me. I may have to. I'm about to edit this real quick because I hate how you cannot see what I said in here. I gotta make it smaller. Make it smaller. Not that small. Yeah, make it like right here. I'm about to fix the background. But yes, welcome in. We're gonna make the best minor antagonist Jojo team. So for part one, what minor antagonist can we take from part one? Speedwagon is definitely getting pot. Hello, welcome in. How are y'all doing today? Yes, we are, bro. This is gonna be a fun stream. Today's gonna be a really fun stream. So let's see what we can do. I'm curious what we can make. So looking at part one, what is the best minor antagonist from part one? Because we may have to choose. What's that big dude? I forgot his name. Taurus? I don't think that's his name. We may actually have to choose him. Because who's the second? Who's the second strongest villain from part one? Is there like anybody we could choose? I gotta fix that. Let me fix this. Hopefully this don't look as nasty as it's kind of looking right now. This looks super nasty, but it's okay. Of the King of Power. I'm curious what I'm talking about. Of the King of Power. We are referring to. What are we referring to? Hold on, I'm about to fix something real quick. I tried to make an image and it did not look the way I wanted it to. I hope y'all like this background image. I did not draw this. Somebody from my community drew it and it's perfect. I love it so much. You know what? Part one may be a little bit of stuff. Let's go to part two. What minor antagonist from part two can we take to put on our team? Because the goal is we're going to try to see if we can fight either the main Joe stars, like all of them, or see if we can fight the main antagonists from each part. We may have to choose from part two. Wamu may be the best choice we have. It's either Wamu or yeah, Wamu, man. It's Wamu or and that's it really. I mean, ACDC probably. Definitely Wamu. Okay, then yeah, we're gonna have to take Wamu then. He do have a few weaknesses, of course. You know, um, a few weaknesses. You know, the sun, Harmon, but he have ways around those weaknesses that he can fix. So I'm not tripping too much on him having the weaknesses. 'Cause I know he can fix it. So we're gonna put Wamu here. Okay. So now part three. What's the best minor antagonist from part three can we get? Not gonna hold you. There's a few options. Cream may be the best one we can get though. I think cream may be one of the best options we have. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna let me get this real quick. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so cream may be the best minor antagonist we could probably get from that. There we go. Yes. Yes, there. Yes. This one I meant to do. Can I make myself smaller? Can I make myself smaller right here? I cannot. But yes, so part three, we may have to choose cream. We can go a few other directions with this if we really, really want to. I'm looking at part three right now. We could choose cream. We could choose pet shop. Uh, we can choose. I think that's it. Okay, so that's about it for part three. Okay, so we got cream. Then for part four, there's not really that many directions we can go with part four. Sun for sure. No, I think the sun will hurt the team though. It will also hurt the team as well. So we can't really have the sun. Also, if you have any JoJo hot takes, put it in the comments. I want to see it. Let me see your JoJo hot takes. Okay, so for part four, there's a few directions we can go. Not really. I think either because we can't count the dude who had Highway Star as a villain. Cause that's not gonna work. He wasn't a villain too long. So the only people I can think of is either Red Hot Chili Pepper, Aqua Nicholas. Um, that's about it. I mean, that's really all we can do. Red Hot Chili Pepper or Aqua Nicholas. Um, is there any other villain in this part? There's not really any other villain that's in part four. Um, because they probably kind of switch over to the good guys. So I don't know where else we can go with this. Um, we may have to choose Red Hot Chili Pepper. The rat? We could choose the rat. But do you think a rat is strong enough to be on the team? I mean, we could choose rat. I just don't know. I don't know because he hit Jotaro in time slot. He didn't hit him in time slot. Jotaro was kind of just distracted. I mean, kind of. Yes, you're right. Kind of. Okay, so we could choose. Okay, so far we got Wamu. We have we got Wamu. We got who did I say from part three? We got Cream. We have Red Hot Chili Pepper. Now part five. What minor antagonist can we choose from part five? We do have a few directions we can go with part five actually. We can choose White Album. We can choose Grateful Dead, which Grateful Dead will hurt everybody else, so maybe not the Grateful Dead. We can choose Black Sabbath, but then again, we got to deal with the drawback of Popo. We can drill. We can have Oasis. Oasis. What's a JoJo? Okay. So we can have we can have Beach Boy. um, we can also have oh no, Metallica. Why not have Metallica? We can have Metallica or White Album. Those are the only two stands I'm kind of seeing. That's hello, Blaze. Welcome in. How are you doing? Tell my son what's a JoJo. Stop. You know what a JoJo is. So how are we feeling? Are we feeling White Album or are we feeling Metallica? Let me try. Can I make a poll? Can I make a poll? Make a poll. Should we choose um White Metallica? Metallica. Yeah. Boom. Nika, who should we choose? Y'all vote in the comments. I don't know who to choose for this one. This one's kind of toughy, so I'm gonna let y'all vote. If y'all can vote. Done. Yes. I'm good. Just wasn't sure because you didn't explain it to me, Mr. J. Bro, JoJo's is and you know what JoJo's is. I'm not gonna mansplain this to you. You know what JoJo's is. Can I choose the option on here? How do you vote? I don't know. Oh no. How do you okay? Enter, enter. Oh shoot, shoot, shoot. Done. How does this work? How does this work? Do you like can I choose it? Do y'all see it? Like can you tap it? I don't know how this works. Cause it's not like it's super weird because like it's messing up everything else on the other on the screen. I may have to get rid of that poll. Um, let me look. Can I like click it? You can't even see the poll. How do you do it, bro? We got Witterport in our team. No, we got Bad Witter in our team. Ice. Okay, okay. How do you make the fucking poll? Make the poll. This shit's so stupid, bro. Post the poll. Why won't it post? Okay, screw it. We're choosing White Album. We're gonna choose White Album. Okay. Okay. I can't because I don't know how to put the poll in there. The YouTube Shorts is really weird. But okay. So next we have what is that part? We got part 6. Part 6 is a little bit hard. I don't know what direction we can kind of go in with part 6. Um, part 6 we could do Planet Waves. We can do I can't no we can't do Joe. We got so we can do Planet Waves, Jumpin' Jack Flash, or Planet Wave, Jumpin' Jack Flash, and Sky High. Those are the only 3 I'm kind of singing with that one. So I'm kind of curious, like which direction we should go. Those are kind of like the only 3 stands I'm seeing from part 6 that we could probably go. I'm kind of feeling Sky High. Sky High kind of is kind of crazy. So we may need to do that if anything. God, I don't even know. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know who else we can really choose from like Stone Ocean. They ain't really got that many like minor antagonists. They do, but some of them turn to like good guys. So can we count them as minor antagonists? Not in the sense of like somebody who only goal is the one to attack the Joestar or the main characters. Now I do have an underrated pick for I do have an underrated pick for what's that shit called? Jolene. I have an underrated pick for Jolene. I'm trying to see. I'm kind of feeling Sky High, so I'm gonna choose Sky High. Then for part 7, the minor antagonist. Part 7, we're kind of okay. We can choose between. This is a toughie. I don't even know who to choose for part 7. Do Ringo Rodigan count as a minor antagonist? He do. That was a dumb question. So we can choose either him. We can choose Blackmore. Um, I mean, we can choose Catch the Rainbow. We can choose Mandem. We can choose. Oh my God, Diego Brando. Diego Brando. We can choose Diego Brando. Should we choose the world version or should we choose Scary Monsters? I mean, how good would Time Stop help us in this situation? I'm trying to think. Like, how good would Time Stop be in this current situation? How would that help us? Would that help society? Would that really get us in a good position? I need to also share the stream for my Discord. Would that help us in any way, shape, or form? Okay, let's choose. All right. I'm probably gonna choose. If I had to choose any minor antagonist from Part 7, I'm probably gonna choose. I want to choose Blackmore, but his shit is so situational that I don't think it will work. I'm gonna choose Diego Brando. I think that's probably the best option. And then for Jojolian, if we had choose a minor antagonist here, I said I had a good one. Somebody had a good idea. Cause I got this idea from Caleb, the other JoJo YouTuber, and his idea was get Doctor Wu because some of Doctor Wu gotta go to school start and mom will sleep really early. All right, well, hope you have a good day. I'll try to stream. I'm gonna try to stream early tomorrow. Um, Today was kind of just all over the place. I didn't think we had to go to the place that we had to go to. Uh, so for the minor antagonist in part 8 in JoJolian, there's two directions I'm saying. We can either do Dubiwa, which I don't know if Dubiwa will hurt everybody else, which I'm assuming it wouldn't. My hot take is JoJo is peak. Oh man, that's not a hot take, man. That's not a hot take if it's facts. It can't be a hot take. That's a cold take. Iggy, welcome in. How we doing today? We can choose okay, so with JoJo only I'm thinking three minor antagonists we gotta choose. We got the dude who has Blue Hawaii. We have damn. I think I lost. Who's I saying? Blue Hawaii. We got Doctor Wu, and we have Dubiwa. And the reason they say Doctor Wu was because Doctor Wu, since he's like an integrated stand, and he like breaking up into pieces, some of him can go inside of cream or can go inside of vanilla ice, and he can control vanilla ice, and he'll still be able to see from the outside. Because vanilla ice main weakness is he can't see when he's in the ball. Poochie is the best main villain. I agree. I agree. Poochie's underrated. I feel like Poochie get a lot of hate for no reason. Star Platinum is a band stand. I don't hold. Let me not say. Let me not say that. I already got enough hot takes about Star Platinum. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Uh, I'm not gonna say that. But what I will say is, um, it's a mid stand. I don't. If there's a mid stand out of all the Joe stars, you know what? I may have to say Star Platinum. You may be right. Star Platinum may be. I don't think Star Platinum mid. I think Star Platinum is. If there's any hot take I would have, Star Platinum is overrated. A lot of people overrate Star Platinum to the point where he's in conversations that he should not be in. People are saying like he's a top 3 stand of all time. That's not true. And especially no, that's not true. Even in the series, there's 3 stands that's better than Star Platinum. There's 5 stands that's better than Star Platinum. Is there 5? Hold on, wait a minute. There may be 5 stands. There's at least 4 stands I can name that's better than Star Platinum. Part 5 ending was booty, worse than part 2 asshole ending. I actually don't have an issue with part 2 or part 5 ending, really. But I can see where people come from with it. I don't think a lot of people also have that opinion about that. For practical real world use, he's mid. I mean, a lot of the stands are kind of mid if we're trying to do practical real world use. And the only stand I could think of from the main Joe stars that would be practical in real life will probably be like Crazy Diamond because you can heal people. Cause touch would be useless. Something wet would be kind of useful. I can see how you could use something wet in real life. Stone free since it's an integrated stand. Also, you could use it. Um, Harmon Purple, it's like sure if you want to say that. Let me see. Tuss, I don't see how you could use Tuss in real life unless you just want to shoot somebody. And then who else? Am I missing somebody? Star Platinum, Crazy Diamond. Oh, Golden Sphere. Golden Sphere you could probably use in real life, but you have to be creative with it, kind of like with everything else. I'll say the same thing with also Stone Free. You probably have to be creative with Stone Free too. The only one I can really see for practical use is like I'll become like a doctor and just have Crazy Diamond and start healing people. That's probably what I would do. Also, switching over to the next take, to the next topic. But can you use tuss if you can't use spin? I don't think so actually. I don't think so. Also, bro, tell me why I gained 3 subscribers and lost all 3 of them. I legit did nothing to lose the subscribers. Also, I forgot to post a video today, so I'm gonna post 2 videos tomorrow. So I'm extremely sorry. I'm sorry about that. Where's my post? The next thing I said we're gonna do, seeing if Joe Bros could. I meant to say beat the main antagonist. Hello, welcome in, RJ23. How are you doing today? Okay, so let's see if we can make a good team of Joe Bros, which I really meant by Joe Bros. I'm using that as light. I'm using Joe Bros as a very vague term. We're doing like really any like anybody who helped the Joe Stars. That's kind of what we're doing. You're doing a fantastic job, bro. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much for real. No, I've been kind of lazy, I've been kind of like sad a little bit, but I'm not. No, that's an excuse. I'm not sad no more. We're gonna continue pushing. I'm this close to getting a place. We're gonna continue pushing. I'm gonna work harder. There's gonna be more content. Now, have I recorded anything recently? No, but I will probably tomorrow. If I actually have to record. This is not a drawback. This is only a minor step back. So I'm gonna record. I'm gonna try to make some more videos for y'all. Also, what do another stand today? Somebody really, really, really want me to do Pet Shop or do what's the name of the stand? Like Horus or some shit. Uh, yes, I'm gonna do that soon. So yeah, more content is on the way. I promise y'all. So leave a like, share the stream, uh, subscribe if you want to. What was that? Okay, so let's see. Okay, can we make a team of Joe Bros or people who was in the main crew that can defeat all the villains or even the main Joe stars? Hermit Purple, you can become Spider-Man. Stone Free, you can use String Control. Go to Spirit's Crown. Tusk, Cool Party Trick. I mean, all that's kind of like. I mean, you can stop time and start playing them if we really want to do that. I mean, you can stop time and start playing it. You can be like, watch this. That could be a party trick. You can just go around somebody. Okay, so question. Let me. I'm gonna turn green screen off real quick. I'm gonna flip it around. Hold on. We're gonna try something real quick. Okay, so we're gonna make a team of Joe Bros, right? I'm gonna flip the camera. Okay, let me put this down. Kazuman. Okay, this probably look really terrible. Okay, so spoiler alert for those who have not watched any other part. I'll give y'all a warning. Okay, so what Joe Bro should we choose for part 3? Or not Joe Bro, but main like what stand should we choose to try to make the best team? Because I'm kind of leaning towards the full, but we gotta go Silver Chariot. We there's really all these are kind of like good choices. We can kind of go Silver Chariot. We can go Hermit Purple. Um, you know what? Let's do Silver Chariot. I think Silver better than Kakyoin. Let's choose. All right, so I'm gonna choose Silver Chariot for right now. So that's for part 3. We got Silver Chariot so far. Then part 4. Now part 4. Diamond is unbreakable. We can do a lot. We got to get Echoes. We can get Heaven's Door. We can get the Handle. And what you said, Seth? Where? Wait, who? Who are we trying to get? Who do y'all want to get for part 3? We gotta get like a Joe bro. We gotta get somebody that's in the main squad. We can't choose anybody else. No, no, no. We can't choose anybody else. We gotta choose the Joe Bros. Hello, I subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing, big dog. That do means a lot to me. Thank you. We are on the road to 1,000. So I hope you stay. Yes, 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 the only good guys. We're doing like the Joe. Okay, so I'm saying the Joe Bros is really the people who's in the main squad. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so that's why we really got like these options right here. You can't choose. We're not choosing the main Joe stars because our goal is to try to defeat the main Joe stars or the main villains. So I'm kind of leaning towards Silver Chariot or Hierophant Green. Who we going? I would say the Fool. I would say the Fool, but I don't know how useful the Fool would be. Content and becoming a moderator in chat. Oh no, Rick, thank you so much. You are super sweet, and you show me that I can trust you with um like moderating my chat. I trust you. Um, you've been super sweet. You always been super kind every time you came in. So thank you so much, big dog. But yes, who should we choose? Hierophant Green has better range. It do has better range. So it's really up to us if we want Swordy Sword or if we want Emerald Splash. Like what do we? I would make a poll. I don't think the poll works though. Um, let me see. 'Cause I feel like those are the only two that we're kind of choosing. Let me see. I love how do work. Okay, yes. How do I make it? No, no, I have not found a place yet. Can I see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. No, I no. All right. So no, Rick. I found a place. I'm not in the place yet. I gotta wait for 2 weeks. Can I click the? Is it on there? It's not on there. Why is it? I hate how this works. Cause this shit makes no sense. Why is it not on there? Done. I don't get the poll thing. The poll shit don't makes no sense to me. Cause like on my screen you can't see it, but I'm trying to like fucking it don't matter. The poll shit don't work. Okay, the poll shit don't work. Let me go back to the list of stands. Might even be faster, not counting no armor silver cherry. Okay, so we're gonna choose Hierophant Green. So all right, so for part 4, who are we choosing on our squad? There's a few options we can have. We're not counting Jojo, so we can't count Star Platinum. We have either Zahana, Echoes, Heaven's Door, and that's pretty much it. I mean, if you really, really, really want to stretch the term, we can choose Love Deluxe. I mean Harvest. I mean everybody. I think our best bet is probably Echoes or Zane. Oh no, it's either these three. Heaven's Door and Highway Star. We can't choose two, and I don't know if we can count Highway Star too much. He was in the squad, but he wasn't in the main squad for as long as we would probably need him for. Yeah, this is part 4 right here. I think I'm kind of leaning towards either Heaven's Door or like Zahando, because both can be useful. So I'm leaning towards both of them. But if y'all think we should choose Echoes, I'm not disappointed with Echoes either. All three of them are really good options. I wish I could make the fucking poll, but I can't. Put a one in the chat if you are. How about this? Put a one if you want Zahando. Put a 2 if you want Echoes. Put a 3 if you want Heaven's Door. Let's see what we're doing. Heaven's Door so peak. He brought it back. Yeah. 3. Okay, so we got 1 for Heaven's Door, 1 for Zahando. Okay, so we got a little tie right now. We got a little tie. Heaven's okay. If I have to be the tiebreaker, I'll definitely be the tiebreaker. Okay, all right, and I'm gonna be a tiebreaker. I'm gonna choose for this one. I think. Wait, Heaven Door be okay? Heaven's Door. I'm gonna choose Heaven's Door for this one. We're gonna choose Heaven's Door for this one. Okay. So what? Spoilers for anybody who didn't watch part 5. Um, so what Joe Bro or uh helping somebody who helped the squad. So we got a few options. We have either Moody Blues, Sex Pistols, Aerosmith, Purple Haze, and Spice Girl. Those are the few options that we have to choose. Purple Haze or Aerosmith. Now think about this. Purple Haze can still hurt our squad because Fugo cannot contain that, and we can still get affected by it. So consider that because we are still in the team. And we had like Zahando. I think Zahando could probably like wipe away the smoke and shit. Oh, I forgot about Bucciarati. We also got Sticky Fingers too. Aerosmith is amazing. Okay, so that'd be two long range stands if we was to get Aerosmith. Um, it's the same users included in the team, or is it? No, no, no. We're making a team. We're making a Joe Bro team to defeat the main Joe stars or the main villains of the parts, or all the main villains. So yeah, we're trying to make a team that can go against them. Aerosmith is not okay. So the issue with Aerosmith is, couldn't that also hurt the I don't know, maybe Aerosmith will be good also. Um, Moody Blues is kind of a non-factor here. I don't know what Moody Blues could do. If we also want another long range stand, we could do Sex Pistols too. Um, well, Sex Pistols like long range, or would that be like medium short range? What do Black Sabbath do? So Black Sabbath, what he does is we can click on it actually. Shadow power. Remember, he able to move in the shadows, and he got the arrow storage. So he stab you with the arrow, and yeah. But basically, if you're like in the dark or in the shadow, he can kill you, essentially. Which at nighttime would be a broken stand. He just came out too early. So he's like Mirror Man, a little bit better. Actually, is Man in the Mirror better than Black Sabbath? I mean, they kind of put it on here as one of his abilities. I know it's not. I mean, I know he gave it to him, but on the wiki, they kind of just put it on his like on here. So I'm just going by like what they said right here. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna choose for this one. I'm gonna choose Sex Pistols. Let's choose Sex Pistols. I feel like Mister probably won't hit himself 1,000 times with it. Now, okay, there's a right answer and a wrong answer for this. There's a few ways we can go about this. For Stone Ocean, okay, we have Kiss, we have Foo Fighters, we have Weather Report, and we have Diver Down. I ain't gonna hold you. One of these stands are considered one of the most broken stands in all of JoJo's. Um, so I'll let y'all take a wild guess of who that is. But yeah, there's a few ways we can go about this. I mean, would Kiss even be that good in the team setting like this? Diver Down will be good. Actually, no. There's only two stands I'm considering for this. I'm either considering Foo Fighters or Weather Report. Those are the only two I'm really considering. I mean, really, it's just Weather Report. But Foo Fighters is not a bad choice because he also Foo Fighters can also like heal us and shit. So I ain't really. I ain't. Oh, spoilers for Part 6. If you haven't watched Part 6, I'm gonna give you a warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm considering Weather Report. Because Weather Report is really broken, and Weather Report almost killed Poochie like off rip. So you know what's crazy? Steel Ball Run is gonna be the hardest one because there's not really like spoilers for Steel Ball Run. Okay, so Steel Ball Run is gonna be like a little hard because there's only one like really Joe Bro in this. We can also count Cream Starter as well. If you want to count Lucy Steele, Ticket to Ride, you can. Ball Breaker is really just the only one, and this I love how they got this labeled as Gyro Sapelli stand when it's really just it could be anybody stand who mastered the golden rotation. So I really feel like there's only one answer for this. Um, we may just have to choose Ball Breaker for this, which is not a bad choice. I don't think Ball Breaker is a bad choice, or choose the Gyro Sapelli is a bad choice for this. And then Jojo Land. I'm about to go to Jojo Land. Okay. So for Jojolian, there's a few ways we can approach this. We have Paisley Park. We have I'm just flip the camera. For Jojolian, there's a few directions we could go with having a like a Joe Bro or not Joe Bro, but like somebody on our team to help with that. Cause you have either Paisley Park, Doggy Style, um Born This Way, um Paisley Park, Doggy Style, Born This Way, Nut King Call, Paper Moon King, California King Bed. So we have them as options. We may have to choose Paisley Park for this. I don't think Paisley Park is like a Paisley Park's not really a combat stand, but it can definitely help us. And would it though in this situation? I don't know if this will help us as much as I want it to. I don't think this will help us as much as I would like for it to try like do. I don't think so. And then for the JoJo lands, I know half y'all really haven't like read the JoJo lands. I'm probably gonna choose like the hustle. The hustle is a really weird stand. It's an integrated stand, so it's really weird. Um, so yeah, I think that's bad. Do I think you defeated the Joe Stars? Nah, this actually was kind of harder than I thought it was. I'm probably gonna try and make a full video about it or like a short video about it. Put that right there. Okay, let me see what else. What else I have on that list? There was a few other things. I may have to stream later because I hear people about to go to sleep. Um, let me see. What is the most underrated fight in each part? That was another question I want to ask y'all. What is the most underrated fight in each part? I should stream earlier. Dang, I'm so sorry, y'all. That's my fault. I should have streamed earlier. Ooh, I was at my grandma's house. I'm sorry. I may actually try to stream tomorrow, but on TikTok, just to see how it goes. I don't know if it will go well or not. Hello, Seabass. How are you doing? Welcome in. Listen, I said okay. So I kind of want to make up tomorrow. Um, like do a makeup stream tomorrow. So I may do that for y'all. Cause I feel really bad because I got busy today. But yes, question: what is the most underrated fight in each part? So let's start with part three. Let me try to remember some of the fights in part three because I don't really remember a lot of them. No, no, not part three. All right. So what's the most underrated fight to part one? There's not many, so we can try. We can limit it down. Um, most underrated? Can I count Joseph? Can not Joseph? Can I count Jonathan versus what is his name? Bluford? Jonathan versus Bluford? The first fight, the Speedwagon introduction fight. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I can see how you would have that. If yeah, I'm probably gonna say Jonathan versus Bluford or the Speedwagon fight. Yeah, I think the Bluford fight was really cool, and it also gave us one of the best aura rushes of all time. Because I mean, Jonathan's just a beefcake. He was just doing all that. Let's go to part two. What's the most underrated fight in Battle Tendency? Rip the first Sapili guy? Are you talking about William Lee Sapili? Rest in peace, my dog, man. He didn't do shit. But rest in peace. I mean, he did. He did. Let me not say that because the Pelly fans are there. There are a lot of Pelly fans. So not too much on me. Okay. If we're going to count the best fight in part two, not best fight, but the most underrated fight, there's a few directions we could go. Caesar first fight versus Wamu. Okay, that's a direction. You can also say I feel like Santana versus Joseph and I forgot his name, the German dude. I think that's a good one. I think Strazo versus Joseph is a good fight. It's an underrated fight. What else? I feel like there's a few more and I'm forgetting. Strom versus Cars. I think that's an underrated fight. It was very short, but oh, you said it. Strom versus Cars. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Yes, yes, yes. I think that's an underrated fight. I mean, well, part two, we're kind of just choosing shit. Didn't he like throw that motherfucker out the window? Which one? Oh wait, are you talking about Joseph versus Streza? I mean, he kind of shot him in the window. He just kind of shot him in the window. So okay, so let's go to part three. I think part three will probably be a little bit easier for us to do. Um, okay, so part three is gonna be a little bit tougher. Not easier, but tougher. Stroham caught his blades. No, I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. That's super underrated. It's super underrated. Stroham only lost to Pillarman BS. Nah, that shit was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. The fact that Stroham came back like 3 times, but he died in the war. Who killed him? Who? Who killed him? Is the Pillarman, bro? He died to the ultimate meme. Who killed him? Jojo versus Darby Gamblers. Do you think that's underrated though? I think a lot of people love that fight. I don't know if that's underrated. Are we counting that as underrated? Oh, uh, is that underrated though? When I first made my channel on TikTok, um, I don't know if this is underrated, but I was doing like a underrated fight thing, and I said Anubis, Polnareff with Anubis versus Jotaro was an underrated fight, which I don't know if that's an underrated fight or not. I don't know how many people talk about it. I mean, is that an underrated fight? Jotaro versus Polnareff with Anubis? I mean, it would just be Jotaro versus Anubis. Or I'm looking at the Gib fight. I think the Gib fight was also is also an underrated fight. No, fuck. There's a lot of fights in part three that I don't know if it's underrated or not. That was a good fight, to be honest. It was a good fight. I do think it's a good fight. Is it underrated though? Maybe. I think that's an underrated fight. Another underrated fight that I don't see a lot of people talk about is Pongaroof versus Devo the Curse. You know the Chucky stand, the Ebony Devil. I think, yeah. Wait a minute. What? How did this fight end? How did this fight end? Okay. Well, let's see. Wonder of You versus Poochie. Who's gonna win? Okay, so it's Main in Heaven versus Wonder of You. It depends. I don't. It depends because if Poochie tried to if if Poochie tried to approach Wonder of You or approach Toru, and then that will count as pursuit, and then he'll just get then Calamity will start. But the issue with that is sometimes Calamity is like real light. And since if we're counting Poochie with Made in Heaven, if that's the one we're asking about, is he too fast for Calamity to catch up to him? I don't think you can outrun Calamity. I don't know that. I don't think that how that works. So I don't know if Poochie would be able to like approach Toru. Like I don't know how that will work. Um, that's a good question. How does that work? Because he can't approach him. But I don't think, but I don't think he can outrun Calamity. But then again, some Calamity take a long time for it to work. So in theory, Poochie could speed blitz Toru. But if he get that close to Toru, would it be such a bad Calamity that it will kill him? Thank you so much for the emoji, RJ. Um, I'm more likely to say one of you, but I think that'd be a tough. I think it'd be a. Could Poochie win if he resets the universe? Would that work? I think Calamity just adjusts the speed and the power. That's a good point, but I don't know. Because when Josuke and them was pursuing him, the Calamity that was in wasn't like as bad. I mean, it was bad, but it took like a minute for it to build up. If you know what I mean. So that's a tough question. Oh no, that's a tough question. I'm more likely to say one of you will win. That's a good question. I don't know. Because either Poochie can speed blitz him before Calamity get like really bad, or the moment Poochie try to speed blitz him, that's when Calamity just fucking he get hit with everything. Like every Calamity you can think of just happens. So 6-7. Okay, so what's the most underrated fight in part? Hold on, actually, I have an answer for the most underrated fight in part four. It's fuck. There's a few answers. There's a few answers we could go with the most underrated fight in part four. I'm leaning towards Yoshikage Kira versus that wasn't tough dude. Oh, 6-7. Uh, I do a sad 6-7. Well, no, ain't it like 6-7? Ain't like 5-6, 5-6. Okay, so I'm going with Yoshikage Kira versus Stray Cat, or 21 2-1, or actually, you know what? I think the Aqua Necklace fight is underrated. I think the Aqua Necklace fight is underrated, but I do love Kira versus Stray Cat. 7-11, 7-11. Cause I can't say the Red Hot Chili Pepper fight is underrated because I don't think it is. I can't say the Bad Company fight is underrated because I don't think that's underrated either. But I do think Stray Cat versus Kira is an underrated fight. I do that one or Aqua Necklace versus uh yo, I need to go to bed, man. But the whole Jojo versus main Jojo thing was fun. Have a good one. Oh, Jojo versus yes. I hope you have a good day, Jaro Savelli. I promise you, if I have more free time tomorrow, I'm gonna try to stream as early as I can. 'Cause I'm taking care of everything I need to take care of today. So I'm gonna try to stream as early as I can. Yeah, I think Stray Cat's really cute. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm going that one. Okay, what's the most underrated fight in part five? I have an answer. If I'm curious what y'all think, but I feel like there is an answer that we could choose. There's a lot of answers we could choose with the most underrated fight in part five. That was the first fight in part four, bro. That's true, but that don't mean everybody like it. Well, all right, hold on. So would you say that's not underrated then? 'Cause if we're not counting that. If we're not gonna count Aqua Nicholas, the Aqua Nicholas fight, now I'll just say the Stray Cat fight, Mister versus Craftwork guy. Okay, 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 okay. I like that answer. I like that answer. That's a good answer. Um, damn, that's a toughie. What's another one? Cause what's like an underrated fight in part five? The babyface fight. I was gonna say that actually. I don't think the baby. Actually, you know what? The babyface fight was really cool. I can't say. There's a lot of fights I really can't say. Cause I don't think they're underrated. Actually, hold on. I like Yuya Harvestar versus Paper Kai. You know what? You know what? I think that's an underrated fight too. If we're going to count it, I think that's an underrated fight. Another underrated fight in part five. Um, I don't know who exactly it was going against or who really defeated it, but uh, I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm gonna say Clash the Shark Stand versus like basically the squad. Basically, I think that's a good underrated fight. Or or Little Feet versus Aerosmith. Do I agree with that? Actually, I don't know if I agree with that or not. I'm kind of just saying shit at this moment. I don't think it was a bad fight, but is it a good fight though? Josuke and wait, Josuke versus Jolene Hermes. I'm more leaning. What I feel like Jolene and Hermes could probably win that fight. Seiko versus Bucciarati is a good. It's an underrated fight, I guess. I mean, yeah, we could do that. Is that an underrated fight though? I feel like a lot of people love that fight. Wait, um he's in Seiko. Who's Seiko? Part five. I don't remember too much. A part five. Is that to do with? Oh, is that to do with Grateful Dead? No, you know what? You know what? No, no, no. No, you know what? That may be an underrated fight because the fight that people think of, I feel like, is Pecci versus Bucciarati. Underrated part two fight was Caesar versus Joseph at the start. I agreed. Oh, Seiko. My fault. You're right. And you know what? You may actually be right. It's so underrated. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My fault. My fault. The JoJo wiki look kind of weird right now. You're right. That is the Oasis guy. You're right. You're right. Okay. Okay. My fault. My fault. Giorno versus Chocolata. You think it's underrated? I don't think that's underrated though. Can we say that because it got the most iconic panel of it got one of the most iconic panels in JoJo, the 7-page Muda. Well, not panels, but the most iconic like section. It's probably because the guy's chopped. Maybe. Um. Okay, so we're going to part six. Now, I do have an underrated fight for part six. There's a fight in here that I feel like underrated don't equal unpopular though. I mean, true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I ain't gonna hold you. If I'm just saying shit, it is like, oh damn, I can't make that excuse. Never mind. Okay. That was a good fight. Yes, that was a good fight. That is a really good fight. I do think that's like the main Bujarati fight though that I think about whenever I hear part five. But skipping over part five for a little bit, we're going to go to part six, and there's a fight in part six that I feel like do not get the love it deserves. It is Jolene and Stone Free versus Westwood and Planet Waves. I think the Planet Waves fight is actually a good fight. I think that's a good fight. I think it's an underrated fight because I don't hear a lot of people talk about that fight. And I have a hot take. I feel like Westwood is probably one of the most skilled non. He's probably the most skilled combat user without without fighting with his stand. If you know what I mean, like the most skilled, uh, somebody who has a stand, but they're okay. Hold on, let me fix this. Let me fix this. Outside of the main characters, he may be the best combat minor antagonist in the sense of having to fight, like him being able to fight without having his stand. Since he was a correctional officer, he kind of just know how to fight. That's not necessarily true, but his fight he did some crazy shit in that fight that was super wild, like extremely wild, without his stand, mind you. He was just throwing hands without his just. He was just throwing. This man ran up a fucking wall. Like he ran up a wall like this. He like it was a sail. He ran, went around, and went down just to get in a good placement to hit Jolene, which is super wild. He was able to withstand like some crazy shit that Jolene threw at him just to have her in a good position so planet waves can hit her with a meteor or not meteor but what was it, yeah, meteorite. And the shit he was doing in there was super crazy, bro. He was moving fast as shit. He's like super fucking strong, strong enough to hold Jolene in place and almost choke her out multiple times. Yeah, no, I think that fight is underrated, like super underrated. If anything, I don't really see any other fight. I mean, the only other fight I can think of that's underrated in part 6 is probably Jumpin' Jake Flash. I think that fight's underrated. Jumpin' Jake Flash versus Water Report and Song Free. I think that's a super underrated fight, and I think Jumpin' Jake Flash is one of the best stands. It's probably the most one of the most underrated stands in all of JoJo's, because his ability is so fucking crazy for no reason at all. Bro stand is gravity removal. If he spin on you, you're in anti gravity, bro. And anything you touch, and anybody you touch, just become just it just removes the gravity from it. And if you stay in it so long, it removes like the air, or it just uh wait, what does it do? I'm trying to make sure I read this correctly. But it put you like a vacuum. It can suck out your blood and everything. It can just kill you. And shit is super crazy. But I got off point. Um, Planet Waves versus Stone Free, or Jolene versus Westwood is one of the most underrated fights in all of JoJo's, and I think that's the most underrated fight in part 6. I will stand on that. If you have a different opinion, let me know. But we're going to part 7. What is the most underrated fight in part 7? There is actually most underrated fight in part 7. That's a toughie. That is a toughie. There's not a lot of stands in part 7 also. Like looking at it in the greater scheme, there's not a lot of stands in part 7. Um, I I don't think this fight is underrated, but I am gonna say it. I feel like a lot of people talk about it. Probably like Blackmore versus Mountain Tim. It's a super quick fight. It's super quick. I mean, it's not really. It don't need to be underrated. It's just a super quick fight, and it's basically aura farming. That's pretty much it. It's just aura farming to fight. That's pretty much it. And so yeah, I think that's the most underrated fight in part 7, which may be a bad take because there's a lot more fights in here. Jojolian, I'm going to say the most underrated fight in Jojolian is either the Doobie Wall fight or Josuke versus, or no, Salt and Wet versus Born This Way. Yeah, yeah. I like that. Yeah, I can't say a part 9 one. Let me look. Damn, is there anything else I can say? What? No, I think that's pretty much it. And you know what? That's probably what we're gonna leave off today's stream. We just did like a little quick hour stream. I'm gonna be back live tomorrow. Or you know what? Let me not say that. I'll let y'all know. Okay. Let me see how everything goes. Today was kind of unplanned because I didn't know we was going to my grandma's house. But I will try to be live tomorrow. Let's try to get these numbers up. I'm trying to get better at doing this vertical streaming thing. So if you want to watch the stream tomorrow and be alerted, hit the notification bell, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, or hit the subscribe button and notification bell. And I'll let you know in the post. But if you want to get almost daily YouTube posts where I ask random questions, um, while I post shorts, while I post main videos. Subscribe to the channel, and once I get my place again, we're gonna go back to doing normally regularly scheduled program JoJo streams. And I'm also thinking about doing an All-Star Battle Switch stream very soon. So let me know if you want me to do that, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for being here, guys. I love y'all so much. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Bye bye.